Welcome to City Skylines and the city of Portmont. In the last part, the focus was very much on bringing the city forward, and part of that process was implementing the 81 tile mod. This opens up every tile in the map. Of course, you've got to buy them and they're very expensive. And what I actually did was I spent about over 3 million credits on opening up the water areas on both sides of the map and opening up this area here. Because in this part I want to work on Anchor Heights, Mill Square, Mulberry. This is going to be my new mini city. Now the reason I opened up all the water areas is for two reasons. The first one is that gives me more options for the city's water supply, but also more importantly it means that I've now been able to deploy Tsunami boys out a long way from the out here. If I show you here, I can't remember which one it is. Show the Tsunami boys. You can see I put Tsunami boys all the way out here. That will give me plenty of advance warning should a tsunami come in, especially with respect to this area here. We'll come back to that in a minute. The other advantage of this is the fact that by taking away the hard edges and pushing the map out here, it doesn't mean you've got to build all the way out here, but it means that you can work on these areas here so you don't get the artificial squares. There's my fire trucks. Oh, the fire trucks are on the case. One of the hazards with forestry, if your fire services aren't particularly that strong, what will actually happen is that you can see here the fire will spread incredibly quickly, especially in these forest areas. But I think let's just check the to be honest, I don't think it's going to do any harm to put another one out here. In fact, what I could probably do also is put out a couple of fire towers now. Again, another advantage of the 81 tile map. Having the fire towers decreases the risk of fire. Anyway, so that's what, and the other area I was working on was down here. So even though this has got a square edge, and it's no longer got the artificial hard square edge that came through, I think roughly about here. This area is building up quite nicely. You can see we've got demand for commercial and industrial. I think I could probably suck up some of the commercial over here. I think we'll just put this in, give me a little bit of an edge with respect to, I think that can come in like that, and then we'll just put a little bit more of a high density here. I think we can probably come all the way through here, but a little bit more up like through there. Now on to where we are going to be working in this video, which is the new town or city I want to build here. Now just to give you a bit of a breakdown, I've already marked out the residential area, which is going to be Anchor Heights. We've got a commercial area here, which is going to come up to the effectively what's going to be a transport hub here. And then what we're going to have through here is the industry area, because what I want to do is have a fairly big industrial area. And more importantly, what I want to do is, if I can find industry, I can never find it, there it is. What I want to do is start putting down some of these specialized factories as we unlock them. And of course we need to unlock ore and oil. Now I've already started to cut this back, because this is going to be my, we can get the resources in order to be able to mine this ore out. But what we'll probably do is have some form of connection through here. Now what I don't want to do with this city is actually connect it to this city. So what we're going to do is be using external links. This is why the monorail is going to come down through here. I've also put the rail link in there. And then the other thing I want to do is just get people moving in to start with, and also get some goods in. So what we're going to do is put a couple of ports in. No, that's and what we're going to do is put I think I like the idea of having I'm going to put the passenger port there. And the question is, yeah, I think we're going to put in that in as well. So what I'm thinking is that this will connect up to here. Actually, what we will do is bring this road through in a little bit of a curve. I think that. Just gonna bring this back through here. And I'm not sure about the water situation. Okay, we have to bring. In fact, I've got a feeling I need more water anyway. So maybe we need to just check. Yeah, wow, we're very low on water. Okay. I think what we're going to do is extend the water pumps. I mean, this is another reason for having the map the way it is. We put a couple of water pumps out here. You can come along the shore like this and hook up there. And I don't really want to put power up here, so what we're going to do is put a couple of these in. Drive these two water pumps here. Yeah, you can see how now these. Now, important thing you need to remember is that these gauges are relative. So you can see that seems to be a relatively small increase. But it's actually, as I say, I've put two pumps in, so I've actually increased the water capacity by, well, a lot, over nearly 250,000 meters a week. So that's the significance. And I think what we're going to do is, the question is, do I push the our water even further away? Or do we use this island? I think I'm going to use this island because this looks quite nice. Actually, no, I think we're going to put some our water outputs. Yeah. Because that should still keep them connected to the power grids. The reason I'm putting down two of each is simply because that should kick in, yep. This new city is going to draw a lot of water. And what we're going to do is just do on the front like that. And we've got this road here. And what we're going to do is, oops, that get face the right direction. I think what we're going to do is extend this a little bit. Actually, no. Yep. Sorry, a little bit of indecision here, guys. I think if we put a 180 roundabout here, like that. Because of course, the first thing before we start driving the commercial and industry, we're going to need to get people into the, oops, always annoys me when it does that. And I think if we can bring that like that, you can come through like that. And then what we can do is pick you off here. You can come down like that and come in about there. That connects this up like that. Water, you've got water, you just need power now. I think for the moment, you don't quite make it. We put a power station there, like that. And I think get a couple like that there. Eventually these will feed into the whole grid of the city. And next thing I want to do is, of course, we're going to no city be complete without a metro system, because there's no point having. I want that there, and my first commercial area is going to be here. So come out like that, and we're going to come across in 30s. You come out like that. You can come out around like that, and then you come out that. That will get the up there. You can go there, and then what we'll do is that come out there. The next one will go about there, and then of course what we're going to need to do is connect in. You can come out like that, then we're just going to measure out 30s this way. We're going to push you that way. Yes, I know we're losing population, but it's not a major issue. We have one metro station there. Kind of inclined to have you just bring you off like that, and you connect you like that. That, and then can I get a small? Just gonna put a tiny little road like that. We're gonna put a metro station there, and of course, what we're gonna have smack opposite the. There we got some level crossings there. That's good. And then I want this to come this way, so that if I want to put another metro station in there, I can pull it through. And I want you to come that way. You to come that way. Come that way. And eventually, this will become, or there will be a route here that will allow a circular route, because eventually people over here will need to go to the work in the industrial area, but we will develop that as time moves on. Right. Now is where we need to start building stuff up. You can just put this in here like that. Of course, down here we're going to need the residential area like this. Of course, we don't want noise, so that can become offices. Now, how am I going to lay this water out? I think we can bring this like that, and to make this more reliable, come out 440 this way, through there. Hook up there, and of course we need power supplies now. I think what we're going to do is put in some office stuff here, and of course we're going to have to use you can hook up there, you can hook up there, of course you're going to come across up there. We're going to need to get schools in as well. I think the high school can be right on this one here. like that. That would give me a bit more scope. Of course, I wouldn't mind a public library. The public library in the middle like that. And look through there. Right, so we've got the school here, public library. We're going to need a police station. So if I come off here like this, and you can come, and you can come through there like that. I think what we can do, put quite a large police station over here. Of course, we're going to need a fire station and a police station. If we put them here, that's getting the power, just getting the power through. And of course, we're going to need a crematorium that can there. Yeah, so you've bridged through to there. What else do we need? Well, we could put a health clinic in. We could put a hospital actually and really drive the whole process. Let's put the hospital there. I mean that should drive that area there. Oh, I've got water issues here. What we're going to do is drive 40 that way. In fact, I think what we're going to do now is go up 40 this way. Cover that area there like that, and come out 440 that way. Cover that area there. We've now got this area growing up quite nicely. The power hasn't quite connected through here, but we can solve that with a nice small park tucked in here, because that should connect that power through. We've now got the main city up and running, and we've got nothing here in the way of special resources. So if you just check, nope. The next thing I want to do is we got this cargo hub here. We're going to get probably quite a lot of commercial stuff coming in here. I'm not so sure. In fact, I think what I wouldn't mind is is there such a thing as a multi-terminal? No, so we've only got the two. I mean, there's probably an asset that is that there. I think we're going to function with this like this for the moment, although we're probably going to have a shortage of goods. So let me just fix this commercial specialization. I should have done this. Yep. Oh, want you in there. Should have done this from the outset. And of course, what we're going to do is give this area some policies: city planning, old town, heavy traffic ban, high tech housing. That increases land value, raises land value around. That could be useful. We're certainly going to have electric cars. Water industrial waste, that's zoning. Services, recycling, or power usage. Smoke. Schools out, extra installation. Try to get blimps. What's book fair? What's book fair? Cost of public increased by 100%. Actually, I think we'll just put that in just for the fun of it, guys. Okay, well, looks like we got a power problem now. Let's pause. We got power. Yeah. And this is one where you have the problem, because this is shown that I've got plenty of power, but the problem is that not everything is interconnected. So just make sure things are... So you're right out in the extremity, so that's probably signaling that I've got a power problem in this area. My instinct is to hook some power into this area and then feed it back into this city, so that this gets some form of connection. Okay, and then we got this here, we got this here, we got lots of power here. I think for the moment I will just have to run the risk of you can just have to run the risk of thunderstorms. If that solves the problem. Yep. So we've now got the wind turbines here. Actually, what I could do, so here, I mean, we got here ocean. We get that. Maybe I don't want that there. Maybe we could have this out here. How much does this generate? 180 megawatts. So maybe we can have some. Oops, we're going to need a road. Ha. Okay, bit of fail on my part there, guys. And they probably won't let me. Yeah, we can just go through there. And yeah, we got. And actually, what I could do is turn this road to an advantage, and we'll get some garbage in industry. Get up here, and what I'm going to do is put a recycling plant up here, and what that will do is feed down into this area here. Right, we need to get a little bit of industry up and running now, and I think the short. Actually, what we could do is, we want to go clean or dirty. I think what we can do is get a little bit of industry up and running around here like that, and then we can start to work on this side. And this is where life is going to get a little bit interesting. Let me just look at the specialized buildings. We've got here printing press. That actually, what is that? Just want to have a quick look at this, guys. This needs paper and plastics. Okay, which is we'll just leave him there. In fact, what I'm going to do, I mean, I've got the money for it. Lemonade factory. What we got here? Clothing factory. Let's do this properly. What I'm going to do is come off here with a straight road like that, directly out like that, and I think you can come out just about that far. You can come there, and you can come out there like that. Connect there. You can come there, and what we will do is pick this up. I want to come that way, so we're going to bring this road this way like that, and you can just hook in like that, and then what I'm going to do is just pick this up and drop you there, pick you up and drop you there. What we got here, we got the, you need plastics, you need crops and glass. Now these are going to report multiple problems, but bit here. And what we got here, so you need animal products, flour, paper and plastics, and you need crops, paper, petroleum and plastics. And I think that is what we got here. All right, I'm just gonna fan this a little bit out this way, not that. I mean, the reason I'm putting these out here is that means I can see what types of factory we want. Not enough special goods, yes. So we need plain timber, plastics, glass and metals. So the modular house factory is probably going to be one of the last ones we're going to do. This one. So we're just going to look at, do you need crops and glass? Now glass comes from ore. We're going to get that there. Right, let's just get the things up and running here. I'm going to put this in here, like this. Just really start to build up the special area here. Just take that off and come out like that. And we'll just in the area here. In fact, that could get rid of these power lines now, and you can start to fill in there. Put a bit more office stuff up here. In fact, what we can do is put a pretty big wodge of offices here. Just put the grid back on. So nope, this. Okay. What we can do is trim this back a bit. Bring you through. Yeah, like that. And just trim this back, and you can come in like that, and you can just come out like that. And hook up like that, and then what we will do is just put a whole raft of offices there, and you can come through. You can come through like that, and then what we will do is put there's something here. What we need to do now is somehow bridge this over. I think maybe we'll look at some unique buildings. I certainly don't want to launch anything from here. Let's come up to Plaza of the Dead. City Arch, no. Transport Tower. Got a mole here. I think this would fit in with this here. Anything else we've got? Tax office. Maybe that can come there. Got floating gardens, no. Aquarium, science center. Got observation tower. Wow, that'd be big. What we got here? Cathedral of Plenitude. Nope. Central Park. Nope, don't really want that. That's the power. We could probably put in commercial in here. Like that. Across like that. And then we can bring maybe a little bit more through like that. And like that. Actually, what we can do is just connect that through. That should then bring a connection through to here. Just I think we can skate along the edge of this river here. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. That's probably upset the neighbours, but come through like that. And we'll just reinforce this link here with power. Right, that's connected through. We can now take this power line out here. We've got coming in here, we've got nobody coming in here. We got 263 people. So at the moment, nobody wants to come into our city by train. How's the port coming? 148 there. So we've got people are moving in. Everything's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna. I think we can. I don't want to get too close to the water. So if we come through like that, and you can come through like that, I think we need to reinforce this area first, so we're putting some. You're probably a little bit too close to the metro, so put some offices there. And the city's growing up. Of course, we've got power problems there, but I'm not really that worried about it. I mean, ideally, I would like this to connect through. So maybe if I can. Actually, what I could do is strike off road here. You can come through like that, and then can we get anything in here that will force that link? Right, let's just put in something like that, and we've got massive demand for. So let's check the metro system. We've got metro links there. Right, what we're going to do is a whole raft of offices here. Don't want offices on the main road here. And then what we're going to do is shoot a. Just take this off. Then we're going to shoot a path over here, connecting up to like that. You can come down, and then you can come across and connect to there. That gives a link into this area from here, which will then link into this office area. And what we're going to do is just get a little bit more residential here, sneak it out as far as here. Actually, I don't think we're going to go residential. I get a nice big park here. Yeah. That may not bridge, but let me see. Can I get anything that's to do with tourism? Okay, let's just. No, that's not gonna. I could put leisure. We could put. I can put bring a road off here. I'm just gonna come right through there, and then I put in something like that. It's going to look a bit incongruous, but actually looks terrible. Maybe we'll put you there. Maybe we'll have something else. Oops, no. Why won't that hook? Okay, we'll put something a bit more like that there. And then on this side, we bring in something on. Fishing tools. We put some fishing tools there. That's going to need a road. We can hook that up, and that will bridge through there. I know a lot of you guys will say it's a bit artificial, but this is one way that you can get really solid connections in your city without having. Plus, it's a bit of fun anyway, even if it does look a bit out of place. So we've now made the connection through to there. The city's growing. We need got a little bit more commercial demand. In fact, this might. Getting the goods starting to flow in and feed the city. I do need the connections here. If I fail here, I'm just gonna put these in. Whoops. Probably going to end up upgrading this eventually to highway, but start with that there. Yeah, I've got quite a few fails all around here actually. Make sure, yep. Ha. One of the cities taking a little while to grow. That can connect to there. Now, ideally, the traffic won't be that heavy here because we won't have people coming in from the outside big time. So, still got nobody coming in from here. 459 people came through the metro station. The cargo hub looks like it's working quite well. My passenger service is coming in really nicely now. Again, we've still got more demand for residential, so we're just going to keep pumping this in here. And I think we can probably just, yeah, you can see how quick everybody's moving in. That's great. I think you can come through here like that. I'm just going to zone up the whole big watch here like that, and just fill in this area here. Here, we don't need it on this edge here, but we can put a little bit. Yeah, in fact, what we will do is come through here like that, and maybe just put a little spur in like that. But I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will be pushing the city out. We'll be developing bit more commercial in this area. So we're certainly going to need to think a little bit about a delivery system. Maybe we'll bring a cargo connection into this area, put a cargo delivery station here so that we can pull in resources there. The downside of that is that, in fact, I'll probably put it over here, because the downside is that we probably will end up exporting from it, so maybe it'd be better to have it over this side. That's all going to be for the next part. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.